Who's excited to go boating? The wind in your face, the waves lapping at the side of the boat, and the constant worry that someone's going to fall overboard. What could go wrong while sailing the seas? We're about to find out with these boat fails. This first skipper must have skipped the safety meeting about not standing on the edge of the boat without making a clean jump. Whoops! When boating for the day, it's always important to check the local weather report. These boaters went out on the ocean and invented a new sport: boat surfing. If you have 5 guys in a boat and they all surf together, it's not a hang 10, but a hang 50. Even the boat was like, this guy needs to tone down dance moves. And even if you want to jump overboard sometimes, you can fail doing it. Sadly, she did not make the hurdling team at the Olympics. They say dance like nobody is watching, but maybe you should dance like you are on a boat. This is the old, hold this rope while I jump on the raft trick. Whoops! Speaking of reaping what you sow, this vandal wanted to kick an anchor, but the Marina fought back. In the drink you go. Forget flying cars, we need driving boats. You just drive it right out of your driveway and head to the lake. None of this towing your boat with a truck. That always causes problems. Always important to listen for crucial announcements. And you thought throwing your ball into the old man next door's yard was bad? Whoops. Have you ever had such a bad fishing trip that you knew you were not going to catch any fish even before you got started? When the booze cruise reaches a certain hour and things start to get wild, that hour is 11 a.m. Who needs to go to the log jam ride at the amusement park when you can jam your own logs on the open ocean waves? Here is a tip. Don't go sailing on a lake during a strong wind or you will tip over. However, don't anger Poseidon or he will grab the back of your boat to troll the pickup truck driving, trying to drag it out. Silly Poseidon. Sailing on water is so old-fashioned. You have not lived until you have become the captain of a vessel sailing on people. This lady was taking so long to get into the water, the ladder helped her get off the boat a little quicker. They say there is no wrong way to exit a boat, but this guy makes a case. At the yearly backflop competition, there are no winners. Sometimes you need a tugboat, but just make sure it is not too strong or it will deflate the whole ship. Man's best friend makes a good first mate, only sometimes they get a little too excited for the fish in the water. When the fisherman falls in the boat fishing hole, you know they are serious. You should see these folks do the dining table cloth trick. It's just like this. Wakeboarding takes using your head. And this young man always wanted to share his boat with his future children, but he won't have to worry about that anymore. Let's take a cruise to Alaska, she said. It will be wonderful to see the majestic glaciers in winter, she said. Forget a submarine, flippy boats are where it is at. It's like a reversible shirt, but you can ride on either side of your boat. And now we go to Estonia, where a large ferry was so excited to deliver the cars on board that it is the car ramp in the harbor. Nobody could get their cars off the boat. And you thought the traffic jam on your way to work this morning was rough. And what would boating be without a few stowaways? This one was looking for some mice and ended up in the middle of a lake. Happens to all of us once in a while. Water tubing on the lake. These kids got so much air they got to visit the cockpit and got a pair of plastic wings. When they asked Grandma if she could do the limbo, they didn't think it would turn into a boating trip down the river. And this is every guy's worst fear, sitting inside of a boat full of piranhas and wearing a loose pair of shorts. You know that part of the movie where the old guy says, "Storms a coming." This is what he is referring to. If you are a fan of cop shows, how cool would it be for your boat to be commandeered for a police operation? Here we go to Florida, where the Volusia County Sheriff's Office was in hot pursuit. Or should we say wet pursuit of a jet ski thief? What do you call an 80-mile-per-hour belly flop? Smack. When you try to make waves on the dance floor but end up making wakes in the ocean, who doesn't love a good swan boat ride? We are guessing swans and this girl. Did you ever wonder why they call a boat parking spot a slip? These water tubers got so much air, they get access to the Delta Sky Lounge with free snacks and Wi-Fi. This lady had so much to drink that she is stumbling down the hull of a cruise ship. If she times it right, she will match the rocking of the ship and walk normally. Nope, no she won't. Where is the perfect spot to propose marriage? Perhaps by the water, out on the boat, covered with rose petals. That way, if the guy chickens out at the last moment, he can pretend that he dropped the ring in the water and the proposal is off. And even mini boats can have big fails, as the captain of this RC ship found out when he went overboard on a pretend ship. There needs to be a dance class for dancing on a boat and not getting wet. These two rafts pulled by a boat did the pancake move. That's when you get flipped like a pancake and eaten by a shark. This dog invented a new sport, air swimming. And finally, what would be a bigger boat fail than the entire ship swaying all the cargo? What is the biggest and best boat fail you have ever seen?